What if your dream is not impossible? What if it is just running on empty? Most people blame money, they blame the timing, they blame lack of talent. But I've seen something that is very different that makes many people not achieve what they are meant to achieve in life. Brilliant people do not quit because they lacked ability, but their emotional engine are burned out. Every massive dream needs fuel, and the engine that keeps it alive is disciplined positivity, not fake optimism, but uh, having a mindset that looks at life in a positive way. It's not pretending that problems do not exist, but a trained mental setup with a relational system built on true foundations. There are two big things that help people to stay positive, and these are gratitude and the strong relationship that you build. Today, I'll share with you some of the tips that you can develop and habit that you can use, which can help you develop positivity in your life. And these are not just nice ideas, they are the structural support behind every extraordinary life. So for you to achieve extraordinary life, extraordinary dreams, things that propel you to heights that you feel happier and they fulfill the needs of other people to levels that are unimaginable, then you need this positivity. So what is this positivity engine and why is it important? Big dreams demand resilience. You are able to bounce back. And the resilience demands emotional regulation. And the emotional regulation grows from positivity. So without that positivity, then uh, challenges will feel like identity attacks, criticism feels like rejection, and the uh, delays feel like proof, proving that you are failing. And so setback look permanent rather than learning opportunities. So, but when you have this positivity, then challenges become teachers. This is another opportunity for you to grow and better yourself. You don't feel threatened. You don't feel like it is a personal attack. Then criticism becomes data. Remember when we are talking about the shade of criticism and how you are supposed to look at criticism. Who is the person giving the criticism? Is he qualified? What are the circumstances that is making you criticize you? And what does he look to benefit? And if you acted despite the criticism, what would be the best outcome for you? And then what would you learn from that criticism that makes you better from where you are? Remember that for every criticism, there is the sad, which is the pain and the hurt, and then there is the nugget. What you learn if you look critically at each criticism. So it becomes data. Then delays become preparation. Many times when you want to achieve big things, you have your expectations, you have your timeline. But with the time you run that, whatever your expectations were, things will not happen to your expectations, to your aligned grid. You have to learn to wait, learn to change expectations. But that does not mean that you fail to achieve and to keep your timelines because every achievable goal should have timelines. But then you should realize that sometimes there will be delays which are beyond your capacity. And these are opportunities for you to recruit more resources. It could be more finances, it could be more talents, but they are not setback, but they are setups for you to grow better. So setbacks become strategic calibration because you are able to recruit other resources from other people. So motivation and the positivity is not just motivational fluff. Neuroscience shows that positive emotional states broaden cognitive flexibility. Your mind grows better and they improve problem solving. You are able to be more balanced the way you look at problems and you don't see them as setbacks, but you see them as setups to help you become a better person. And they help the brain recover faster from stress when you look at life positively. So positivity literally changes how you think under pressure. You see things in a better way, and you don't see like things are happening to you personally. It happens by practice, and there are two daily commitments that help you to build this positivity. So, what are the things that you can practice on a daily basis? Because positivity is a skill. So, if it is a skill, what it means, it can be learned, and you just need to have the right mechanisms and you develop this skill of positivity. The first thing that helps you become a positive person is developing the attitude of gratitude. This is developed by neurological training, and your brain automatically is wired for threat detection. So, by our autopilot, we look at the problems. You did not finish this work, you expect this will go long. Uh, and the unfortunate thing is that most of the things that you think they are going to go long, 80% of them do not go long. The going wrong is only in your mind. But because of the way human beings were created, our previous former primitive life, we are created to be in the jungle. And in the jungle, you have to be defending yourself. Then you develop this high uh, capacity to detect danger. Unfortunately, this keeps following us on an everyday life, and then we are wired to detect threats. So negativity bias kept our ancestors alive. But in modern life, that same bias magnifies problem, criticism, and even comparison. And it makes you not act to your best. And this keeps you grounded. So ground positivity retains your focus and helps you to look at different issues and different challenges with a positive lens and a different lens. So how do you uh, practice gratitude? One, every day practice gratitude, and not generic but specific. Not I'm grateful for life, but look at specific things that have happened to you in each day. Like you can, whom did you talk to and you felt like you had a great discussion? I had a great discussion with this person. We talked about this. I was encouraged by this person by the way he talked to me. I'm grateful that I handled a conflict in a better way today, and this made me grow as a person. I am grateful that my body carried me through the tough day. I was able to sustain my program for today. So specific things that have happened to you, specific things that you are grateful for in a particular day. And the studies have shown that consistent gratitude practice lowers the stress hormones, helps you improve sleep, reduces depressive symptoms, and increases resilience markers. And this helps you to be able to handle the future with a better mindset. And this is a psychological strength training, which makes you a better person. Remember that how you handle your future depends on the person that you become. Then reframing challenges. Challenges will always be there. Uh, if, for example, you did not get what you wanted, rather than asking, why did this happen to me? When you start asking questions like, what strength is this building for me? What can I learn from this? What skill can I learn to be able to handle this better in future? What weakness is it exposing that I have that I can grow, that I can make become a strength? So gratitude does not deny pain, but it extracts growth from the pain. People have gone through difficult situations in life. People like Nelson Mandela, they spent 27 years in jail, but they did not come from jail bitter. They came out of that situation with a grateful mind. able to look at life positivity. What is it that I can do to make the life of my people better, to create a society where everybody feels recognized, where everybody feels equal. For you to be able to be humiliated by imprisonment and come out stronger, looking uh, for ways to be able to build a strong society, it requires that positivity mindset. So this shift alone separates leaders from quitters, because quitters, they will see like challenges are making them impossible. People, they will see challenges like they are demeaning them. But people who are leaders, they see this as opportunities for growth, opportunities to develop new skills. So that is the importance of expressing gratitude. Then it is important to also express gratitude from others. When people do you good, when they do better, when they achieve, it is good to appreciate them. So when gratitude moves outside, it multiplies more. Thank people for what they have done well. And specifically mention what someone has done well. If someone, for example, has solved a problem in your company, he handled a client who was difficult very well, it is good to appreciate. I really appreciate the way you handled this client, the way you solved his problem, and the way you made him feel satisfied by the time he was leaving our premises. Recognize also effort, what others are doing. And this is important, especially for us as parents. Our children, many times, they received 3, 4, 5, in fact, some books say 10 times criticism, and they receive appreciation and recognition of their efforts. Before you recognize the weaknesses of a child, it is important to see what is it that she has done well. What was the child trying to do? And then she messed up a bit, so that you don't concentrate so much on the wrong that has been done, but on the effort. If, for example, a child is spending 2 hours or an hour trying to concentrate on her study, the fact that she's not watching on electronics, she's sitting in her book, that is a positive thing to recognize. And then also celebrate progress and the achievement from others. That helps us to grow and develop this skill of positivity. So high performers always speak about this and they practice it. Uh, Oprah Winfrey, one of the person who went through a difficult life, kept a gratitude journal for decades, and she openly credits the practice for maintaining clarity and groundedness in her life. That is not a coincidence; it is training, and your brain can be trained. The other force that creates positivity is building relationships that are strong and relationships that are fulfilling. No one builds something meaningful alone. Big dreams require cooperation from others, and for them to be sustainable, then you need to recruit others, their talents, their resources, and then you can bring them together. So this brings a long-term success, and this is where you need very supportive relationship. Relationship multiply perspective, they multiply opportunity, and they multiply emotional stability and also accountability. They don't build themselves, they require discipline. So how do you build a strong relationship? The first ingredient for building relationship is honor and respect for others. If you hold other people with high esteem, then you honor their time. Uh, Respect the dignity of other people, and this is non-negotiable. How you speak to people determines how long they stand with you. If you talk to them well, you talk with them calmly, you express them yourself, you show gratitude, then always people will be there for you. Disrespect destroys trust silently, and honor builds loyalty slowly and powerfully. Then for you to be able to sustain a strong relationship, you also need to run good communication skills and then use them effectively. So learn to listen fully, only talk when necessary, help people to talk about themselves and help them to talk. Uh, Only clarify when you need clarity. Respond, don't react. Reaction is when you respond with emotions. Responding is when you weigh the situation and you calmly respond to it without bringing the emotions into it. So most relationships are broken down by communication breakdowns. So communicators who are strong build also strong futures because they're able to sustain relationships. The other skill that is very important to build effective relationships is being able to resolve conflicts well and timely. There are do's and don'ts of how to behave when you are in a conflict. The first thing is to listen carefully, listen attentively, give the other person opportunity to talk, and do not cut in and do not walk away from a conflict. And if you have to stop in the middle of a conflict, it is good that both parties agree that we can't agree. Let's postpone this until a later date. So address issues calmly, privately. When you have disagreements, do not broadcast them. Uh, Restoration should be your goal in every conflict, not winning. You should aim for a win-win situation. And then mature resolution builds strength, builds trust, and builds relationships that are going to be for future growth. Then deliberately encourage others. Everybody need appreciation. And if there is anything that people hunger for, it is appreciation. Someone to pat their shoulders when they have put all their efforts. So encouragement builds psychological safety. People perform best when they feel valued. And Tony Robbins, one of the big speakers, start each day with gratitude and appreciation primary because emotional drives performance. When your emotional state is grounded, when you feel appreciated, when you feel happy, then you're likely to do better. So this is intentional management of energy so that others feel that someone sees them, someone recognizes them. Then criticize with precision. Many times we criticize wrongly. The best way to criticize, if you have to, not always that you need to criticize. And when try as much as possible to avoid criticism. And when you have to give it, there's what is called the sandwich method of giving criticism. The first thing is appreciate the good in the person. So you start with a positive aspect. For example, if you want to criticize somebody for a job that he did not do, then start with, I really appreciate that you offered to do this job. It could have been done better if you had put more intensity in this area. I really appreciate that the way you finished it, it is looked comprehensive, but you need to refine this part so that it makes it complete. So you have started with the positive appreciation, you have given your criticism, and then you have wrapped it up with the positive appreciation again. So, and try as much as possible to avoid criticism and only give it when it is necessary and when you are doing it to build another person. So do it rarely, do it privately, and do it constructively. Growth without humiliation build strong long-term respect. Then create safety. This again is very important in our family relationship where people need to feel safe, that they can be able to express themselves without being criticized, without being seen like they are not measuring up. They are just looking for points of encouragement. Ask yourself, do people feel safe around me? Are they safe to admit mistakes? One of the challenges that we have in life, we do not accept mistakes. And so people are afraid of failing. But if we are going to accept failure as a point of learning, then we have to accept people can fail and encourage them in their failure. Remember, when someone has failed, the person who blames himself or herself most is the person who has failed. So they don't need to hear the criticism from you. They're already criticizing themselves. So we need to help them to have that self-compassion. So let them be able to share their ideas without being criticized, without being made to look stupid. Are they able to express their doubts in your presence without feeling intimidated? Safety builds trust, and trust builds collaboration, and collaboration builds skill. So when these two foundations are combined, daily gratitude builds internal stability. Strong relationship build external support, and they together they create one emotional endurance, two clearer thinking even under pressure, trust that is capital because we are able to build on it, energy renewal, we feel stronger to commit ourselves better, and then a strategic patience to be able to carry out the goals that we intend. So dreams don't collapse because they are too big. They collapse because that intentional engine overheats and fails. We need to build this engine of positivity, and suddenly any dream will become achievable when we are able to develop this positivity skill. So right now, choose one action. Will you start? What will you start in the next 30 days? Is it your gratitude discipline? Is it repairing a strained relationship in your work or in your family? Is it encouraging someone intentionally? Or is it handling your conflicts in a better way? Remember, these are skills that you can learn. Conflict resolution, learning how to solve conflicts the right way. Drop what you are going to commit yourself to this month in the comment section of this video, and let's learn together. Let's build accountability. Stop chasing dreams with empty tanks. Let's ignite the engine of gratitude with a strong relationship and the practice of gratitude. We train in positivity, and then we'll be able to build resilience, and then we'll see our impossible uh, shift into inevitable, and we become inevitable, unstoppable. If this message has strengthened you, like and subscribe to the Wellness and Wealth YouTube channel for more uh, tips on how to build and grow yourself and to grow your entrepreneurship skills. Positivity is not weakness. It is disciplined power, and disciplined power builds extraordinary life. Thank you for watching. We meet in the next video. God bless you. Thank you.